A warning before you listen.
What you are about to hear is not meant for children, nor for the faint of heart. This is an unfiltered retelling of ancient myths, told as they were born, raw, violent, unsoftened. Expect scenes of brutality, curses that linger, betrayals that reshape fate, and a hunger for power that shows no mercy. These myths were never meant to lull children to sleep. They were forged in blood, shadow, and fire. So ask yourself, are you ready to hear them as they were first told? Sources and references can be found in the episode description.
In this epic tale, we bring you the story The Age of Silence between Tyranny and Thunder. Prologue. When hope is killed in the womb, before the name Zeus thundered across the skies, before thrones trembled beneath a lightning bolt without mercy, there was only emptiness, not a void of time or dust, but of a woman stripped from her children while still standing. Rhea was once a woman, then a mother, then a tomb, not covered by soil but by the milk that was never drunk and the blood that was never honored. Her heart wasn't torn by a blade, but by spoons of ice shoved into the mouths of her children, one after another by Cronus. She handed him her sons the way a hand offers itself to flame, then returned to wash her womb with regret and silence the walls so they wouldn't betray the gasp of a breast that dried without farewell. This is not the saga of Zeus, this is not the rise of Cronus, this is what lies between, a pit of silence that devoured every word and left behind only the echo. The gods said, "She's mad." They laughed, because they'd never seen a body scream while being forbidden to cry. Her sisters said, "She could have fled," but they had never known what it meant to have a womb raped with a smile, to be asked to bear love in the arms of the one who murdered it. One night, she looked at the wall and whispered, "I was not made to be worshipped. I was made to be broken, and then choose whether I become fire or ice that never melts." Rhea was not just a woman being punished. She was the wall upon which all crimes were carved. And then they asked her, "Why don't you smile?" This tale does not celebrate the birth of a god, it mourns the death of the woman who birthed him. This is not a hymn for thunder, but for the pit that cradled it as it screamed into the dark. For somewhere, in a place never named, the future was killed by those who wished to own it. And in another womb, a lightning bolt curled, not knowing mercy, shifting from seed to promise, from promise to curse, from curse to volcano. Because when a mother loses her children, she does not cry, she detaches from existence and waits, not for her son to return and kiss her hand, but to rise on the corpses of those who silenced her. This is not the beginning of Zeus, but the beginning of the void that made room for him to grow, from child to curse, from curse to lightning, from lightning to vengeance. In this epic, we don't tell the tale of Zeus. We tell how a hero became a killer, how a mother became stone, how the sky became exile. This is not the story of thunder, but the story thunder needed in order to be born. From the first swallowed bite to the final broken breath, from a mother's first scream to the sky's first flash. This is not a tale of revenge. It is the story of the first crime, the one that taught us, he who devours his children does not escape digestion. This chapter of the epic has come to an end, But remember, what you've just heard is not a record of facts, but the echo of a myth, a story born from the imagination of the ancients, etched into the long memory of humankind. If this tale stirred something in you, if it opened a door to reflection or wonder, don't forget to support the channel and share the journey with those you love. And in the comments, tell us, which moment in this chapter struck you the most and why? We'll meet again in the next chapter of this audio odyssey through time. Until then, farewell.